Good evening. I was just eating my Sunday lunch. Well, not lunch, Sunday dinner, eating my chicken, my Yorkshire puddings, and then we find out Jet has been banned for 3 matches. Now, you look on the video on the club's website and on YouTube and everywhere else, there's no footage. There's no footage. You haven't seen any footage.
No.
Right, good evening, Harry, anyway. Have you
Good evening,
recovered?
How are you?
I know you haven't recovered now because you lost your head on Saturday when we lost. And now you've probably lost it again because of what's happened today. JJ Aviation says,
my head's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Oh dear, Jack gets a 3-match ban. Repeat of last season. Auto's out the window now. Then we got JJ Aviations again. Just need Norborn to get sent off and put us out our misery. Since Patrick Caves, he's turned boys into men, but our disciplinary record is shocking. You keep playing a part in our misfortunes. Absolutely agree.
Yeah.
Or we can go all the way in the playoffs. See, now Jatta's only back for the Colchester game and Bristol Rovers
game. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's this thing again. We was talking about it. Look at it. Since Bromley, we picked up more. Is it more yellow? We picked up more cards than
more cards and points. Yeah.
Since then.
And that's crazy.
Playoffs again. But
playoffs again, ole.
Everybody's saying that Bromley will fall off and come in on that expression, they don't think Bromley will go up. But our side's getting weaker. And I used to say, we won't fall out of the playoffs. I don't want us to fall out of the playoffs. But since you say the Chesterfield game, the team's been in a bit of self-destruct.
Yeah.
If you look at it that way, I'm not trying to be negative. I'm trying to be positive, but it's very odd. But I can understand Jack's frustration, right? Because even at Salford on Saturday, on Good Friday, not Saturday, he was getting pulled around left, right, and centre. He was having his shirt pulled and he's getting pushed in the back and everything else. And the referees don't give him anything. It's very unusual.
No.
The referees will give him a decision. I'm sorry to say, but Jack is clearly unhappy with Notts. I think the club should have let him go. That's another thing, isn't it? Is he unhappy?
That's another good point. Yeah.
That is a good point. But you've got to understand, like, if you're getting fouled all the time, and in games, it happens quite a lot with Jatta. He's getting pulled all over the place. He might get one free kick out of, 30,000 committed against him?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And as soon as he touches another player, it's a straight free kick, isn't it?
Like Salford's first goal on Saturday, on Good Friday, Pender was fouled in the build-up to that.
In the build-up,
And what the referee was giving their number, I think he's 40, their number 45, was he? 45? The one who the crowd was taking all the mickey out of. He was laughing. But we were like, we could have a look at some clips. Let's have a look at some clips. We've got it. What shall we do first? Shall we do? Let's have a look at Belshaw first, because I feel like all them saves in the first half of that game, right?
And
there's no way he deserved to be on the losing side on Good Friday.
Because he made it less, obviously, because it could have been
we could have been 4-0. We could have been evening, Simon. We could have been 4-0 down by half time, at least.
And how bad that would have been.
I mean, how he got to that, I don't know. I mean, he made some cracking saves. I'm not bad, Simon.
Sure again. Ooh.
And that's that. let's have a look at the goals. Let's have a look at the goals. Let's go back. So do you think this should have been a free kick?
That was a free kick. Yeah, absolutely.
So could the referee give a free kick there by a Pender? Because this is where the goal that goes out for the corner. This is Salford's first goal. Yeah, Jack has been banned for 3 games.
Yeah, it's devastating.
So that's the second corner. This is the other that goes in the back of the net. This is like the crazy, 6
But there was 2 players on that guy. 2. And he still managed to hit the ball and went in the back of the net.
I mean, it was over 90. Yeah, there was over 94 minutes then when that ball went in. When that goal went in. Was it 94?
Yeah.
94, something. Sorry if you hear any swearing. It's not my language.
We all knew when they got that second corner. It's not mine, I don't think either.
What else could go wrong? Yeah, Debbie, what else could go wrong? I don't know.
Or when it... Yeah.
I mean, I don't agree with Tyrese Hall getting getting a lot of stick. I mean,
no.
Like, the Marshall says from like this angle, but you see it here, he looks a lot closer than he does on the TV angle. That one guy in front of the cameraman.
Yeah, but how many yellow cards actually have been there for all those Salford players for running on the pitch? And even the ones jumping in the stands?
I don't know. It's one
even
of
their
them.
Manager should have got one for one down the pitch 2 times when they bloody scored.
That one guy in front of the camera. But the media, Notts' media team, I know we're picked up on this, the media team. One of the media team there on Good Friday wasn't one of the usual ones.
Yeah.
Now, usually if the FA, you get charged, there's got to be some sort of like video evidence. Yeah, there's got to be video evidence to get a ban. They're not just going to give you a ban just because somebody says you've done something. There's got to be evidence. If the linesman didn't see it, the referee didn't see it.
The referee didn't seem to see it.
So that's if none of them seen it, right? Because if they had seen it, you couldn't get a 3-match ban. It's only if they don't see it that you can have a retrospective action, right? So when you look on the club footage, our cameraman is in that corner, just in that corner, down near the linesman. Now we have another one who uses an iPhone as well. I forgot his name. Yeah. He's usually the opposite side. I can't see him on the footage. So is it our media team who's leaked some footage out? Because he's not a member of our normal media team. Just saying.
Yeah, he's not. No.
So
be a thing.
Where is because if there was footage, right, and you know how social media works and everything else.
Yeah.
If a Salford fan had that incident on there, if they was recording it on a phone, that would have been all over X. It would have been all over TikTok.
Yeah, it would have been. Yeah,
it would have been. It would have been there. If Salford had it, they would put it out as well.
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering, where's the footage come from? Because they've got to have evidence of it.
But even if just going to say, even if one of us recording it, that'll probably be on thingy as well. So
yeah, but I don't know. I was more because the ball, as that happened, or before that happened, that incident happened, the ball goes out for a throw-in.
It does, yeah. And I think Bennett was just about to take that throw-in before, obviously, it all happened.
Maybe it's staged. But, so I was going towards that way, and my camera was like my phone was like zoomed in. So I didn't have like an angle of it. We've seen the aftermath of it. But there's got to be some evidence for them to take
Yeah.
For them to
Take
take
action
action.
for
There
it.
can't be no evidence. There was none on the Sky
Yeah.
camera because, or they
No.
would have replayed it.
Yeah.
So it's got to come from either one of the media team
Oh,
down there
media team. Yeah.
or a fan. Now, if a fan had it, that would be all over social media. I don't know.
Of course it would. Of course it would.
AI could be done. It could. AI could be done. Who knows? But
Yeah.
Jazz accepted it. Let's have a look at the. Let's remove that a minute. Move that back. I always thought on Saturday that there was a strange atmosphere. Anyway, there was a strange when the team got off the bus. There was a strange sort of.
Yeah.
There was a strange atmosphere.
Feeling around the players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Patrick?
Definitely.
There was definitely a weird atmosphere around the camp.
Yeah. Not. Yeah.
On Good Friday.
Quite weird.
Well, let's move that.
Yeah.
See, in the Chesterfield game, right? If you look, I think it's like go back and look at it. 90 something minute. I think it's 92 or 93. So Dennis, because I went at that game. I should have been, but I weren't. I was watching it at home. I did a watch along that day. So Dennis down near the pavers. He goes in to make a challenge. The referee like signals like he's made a foul. Their player kicks out of him. No ban for that. You look at Norborn's Dobrist challenge in I think it's about 2 minutes. That was worse than what Ollie got booked for in the 9th minute, but never got. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
How to live with a torn ACL? Don't know. I'm only one watching you. You deserve more. Watching this, most not usual behavior towards the fans. I don't know. It was strange. It was very strange on Good Friday. That before them last 5 minutes, it looked like we were set up for a draw. Like we won. We was happy we were taking a point.
Yeah.
And I think when Jatta did go off, I think that changed the game in a certain aspect. You know what I mean? It altered the way the game went.
I mean, even taking off Maz and I think Conor Grant, I think there was no creativity on that right hand side.
But if you see like Jatta, especially Ollie Nolburn as well, players know if you've got a short fuse, they're going to try and wind you up as much as they can.
Yeah.
Because they're looking for that reaction.
Yeah.
And like I say, not just on Friday in the Salford game, every single game, Jack gets his shirt pulled off his back. He's getting tagged. He's getting yanked around by defenders, midfielders, and he hardly gets a free kick for it.
No.
So
gets pulled in his shirt.
Then you think, well, then Jack goes and like puts an hand on a player, and it's a free kick straight away.
Free kick straight away.
It's like, I'm not trying to say referees are biased, but they surely don't like giving a free kick, awarding him a free kick.
There's no consistency, is there really?
They were celebrating unsavoury near the dugout. With Jatta's ban, I think the FA should avoid this game. A replay sounds stupid, but not as stupid as Jatta's ban. But this is the thing with retrospect. I think my son says, well, once the game is finished, they shouldn't be able to do it anyway. But the fact that the referee and linesman say, well, we didn't see it, or then that gives the FA room to do things.
Yeah.
Even if the FA turn if the referee says, well, I I seen it, then the FA can't do it. But as soon as the FA say, the referee says to the FA, I didn't see what happened, then they can take action. So,
But surely the lino must have seen it. Surely.
but I get with the celebrations, it meant a lot to Carl Robinson. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
but here's the thing: Chesterfield beat us, lost the game after straight after
Yeah.
that.
Oldham beat
us.
That's the game after.
So tomorrow, Salford would lose. I'm just saying. In grand schemes. Shall we have a look?
Yeah.
We'll have a look. So you've got Barrow against Chesterfield, Cheltenham against Cambridge, Crawley against Grimsby, Crewe against Salford. Yeah, they've got Crewe, haven't they? Fleetwood against Barnet, Gillingham against Aker, Harrogate against Bristol Rovers, us against Newport, Oldham against MK Dodds. You got Swindon against Walsall, Tranmere against Colchester. That's tomorrow's fixtures.
Interesting. There's some difficult games in there.
Why was it all hushed till now? That's what I'm saying. If there was footage of it, obviously, because we have two media guys, one who has a DSLR camera, like my camera up here, and then one has an iPhone, has a phone. So there's one with the thing here. There's two of them behind the goal, whatnot, so attacking at home and at away games. The one is usually they weren't there yesterday. There was another guy doing it.
Yeah.
And he would have been videoing at that time. So has it come from the club? Where's the evidence the FA have got to make that decision? I don't know.
Well, I don't think we're going to find
Martin's
out.
accused of disrespect towards the dugout. They're always going to do it, aren't they? It's like it's like if you was at that game on Friday, one of their stewards got moved away by one of their supervisor stewards as well. Got moved away by
moved away from our fans. Yeah,
because and then the police was down at the front behind the goal, and then he came back and he carried on winding.
Wind us up. Yeah, and I don't know if it's all true, but I've heard that he apparently punched a kid. I'm not
allegedly.
Sure if it's true.
Allegedly,
yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah. Apparently, that's what I've heard from someone else. So, and I use the word allegedly because I didn't see it.
From what I seen of that story, I didn't see what had gone off. I seen where the police was talking to the people who are going crazy at the front. Then I seen that steward get led away, and then he came back and he was doing like this with his eyes.
Yeah.
And should any club be employing a steward who's there antagonising away fans? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think they should.
But it's like the FA, how quick they are to write when it's not, but when it's another team, at least waits a couple of days.
Yeah, and certain players like Jetta, he's got a reputation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Probably Northern's got a reputation now.
I mean, you got to be thankful it's only 3 matches as well for Jetta.
It could have been 5.
They could have given him more. They could have given him more, but they've given him 3. So, but he's only going to be back for the last 2. How much is he going to be bothered about the last 2 games?
How much impact can he make on the last 2 games?
I mean, what I thought also interesting yesterday, when we was waiting for the coach to arrive, you see Rob McDonald. He drove there in his own car.
Yeah.
Robbo, Tangen, Ollie was on the club bus. Where is Cerula?
Yeah.
Has there been I'm not trying to start any rumours or anything else or like putting it out there, but you know how the vacuum is with the club. They don't put much information out. So then, has something gone off between him and Patterson?
Yeah. I mean, ever since he captured that referee at Oldham, he hasn't been playing, has he?
Whatever Jack did, it was after full time. Surely they can't ban him after full time. You can still get a red card after the game's finished.
I was surprised nothing's been said about the whole scuffle that happened after full time.
A JJ aviation that on the 79 minute, it was like 77th minute, 78th minute.
78, yeah.
78th minute. The ball goes out for a throw-in. And then the summit goes off in the middle. A Salford player's down on the ground. Jatta's there like that, holding his hands up when the camera pans back, saying, I was just stepping backwards. The referee goes over to the linesman, walks back, no action's taken. The Salford player goes off. So I'm assuming it's from
accidental.
So I don't know. If you look on the club video, you'll see it on the full match replay there.
Yeah, because surely someone should be thingy said about bloody after.
Desperate, we need Jody and Nick back to be match fit. We do. I mean, I have got this footage. Like, where is it? Did I upload it again or didn't I? I think it's here. I mean, this was Jody on Thursday. I mean, that's all Jody was doing on Thursday, running up and down.
Yeah.
I mean, but that don't say that he could have been doing a different training regime. He could have been doing lighter training. So that don't mean he was definitely out or not playing on.
Yeah.
On Good Friday. You know what I mean?
He don't look injured. He don't look injured on that video.
No. But this is a thing with the squad as well, isn't it? We've got quite a lot of injury-prone players as well, and they all seem to be injured around about the same time or coming towards the end of the season. Last year, you had Jody injured towards the end. You had
Matt Palmer.
I think Jack was out at one stage. You had McGoldrick out and Jody out at the same time. And
Alex Bass, he was injured as well, weren't he?
You can't sustain having like large parts of your main squad at the team for long periods.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? You can't sustain it through a long period of season if you're going to have like one player out for 4 months and then another one overlapping with 2 months. Get Robbo back, Jody, then Jatta will be forgotten about. Yeah, but it's one of them other things. We're doing everything, JJ Aviation. We're doing everything to shoot ourselves in our own foot. We're not. Yeah. We've got a squad that's overachieving, but on its day, please, Jody and Matty Dennis, bury your fallout. That penalty. Yeah, we were talking about this yesterday on Friday, Good Friday, coming back because Harry totally lost his head on after the game. But Dennis, when he took him off on Good Friday at Salford, he was having a Barney, weren't he?
He was having a Barney, I went straight down the tunnel.
Then he went straight down the tunnel, and he like thinking, "Oh my God, what? We don't need this. You don't need players." No. Having disagreements. You're supposed to be one. It's like you're supposed to be playing for each other. You know what I mean? At the moment,
it's not like that.
It don't. It's either Jatta don't look 100% interested or Dennis don't look interested. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's us. We go and spend our money. We go to Meadow Lane. Obviously, the club make more money out when we go to home games. We buy our season tickets. We go away. We follow the club. And it's us who lose out because it don't matter how bad they play on the pitch. You're still going to support the club. You're still going to support the team. They still get paid. Did you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're more. Are we more emotionally attached to it? Yeah, we're going to be more emotionally attached to your club. But we're in a self-destruct mode.
Yeah.
The Jody is a priority penalty taker. So you can agree with Jody being upset. Yeah, I can.
Yeah, I can, yeah.
You can see that it's supposed to have been sorted out, but it does not look like is sorted out.
Yeah, because after that game, Jody went straight down the tunnel, didn't he? At full time.
Yeah. Attitude fall on, but not good at the end of the season. We need them to focus. We do.
Yeah.
We are a more physical team this season. But we've, over the last so many games, since like Bromley, where Robbo got sent off.
Yeah.
Our discipline's gone out the window. Last year, we had one player sent off.
Yeah, and
that was in the playoffs. That was in the playoffs. Yeah. And that again was down to Jatta getting frustrated.
Yeah.
That was down to his frustration in that game where he was getting fouled. The referee weren't giving him.
His shirt pulled. No, yeah.
The referee weren't giving him a free kick, and he lost his cool. The same with Tyrese Hall at Bristol Rovers earlier in the season.
It should have been a free kick.
He gets barged in the back, gets put on the floor. The referee didn't do it. He gets up, frustrated, head loss straight away. But then you could say, well, Ollie's ain't even head loss, is it?
No. It's just mentality, isn't it?
100% Jody is our penalty taker, yeah. Need to be more physical, but getting punished for it because of our poor officiating is so bad this season, yeah.
No, totally.
But you've got to have players who can keep the cool, and I can understand because as a fan you can lose it. You can lose your cool as a fan.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I need to look in the mirror when I'm saying this, but like on at Salford, I kept my cool. I didn't lose my head. I kept my cool.
Yeah.
In some moments, you don't keep your cool, and as a player in a figure, how much can you take being fouled over and over again?
I mean, I didn't keep my cool, did I?
No, you did keep your cool, but I did. And it's that thingy, it's that fine line, isn't it? It's where you snap. And if you remember back to last season, before the Wimbledon game, I think it was was it the Salford game where Jatta lashed out and he whacked the referee?
Yeah.
Totally accidental, but some referees would have sent him off for that.
And would have gave him, I mean, even the FA could have gave him a more match ban than if he would have got a red card.
No, because the referee seen it. The referee would have seen it. So he'd have to make that decision there and then. But it's about keeping you cool. But then the opposition players know that Jatta can't keep his cool. Ollie can't keep his cool. So they're going to have players winding him up and then they pick the first yellow card up or they get him straight sent off. Officials never go our way.
No.
I think we still can get promoted, but they have to behave. But then it's that thing is where you don't see this consistency in referees. How many times do you see a player go down, opposition player fouling a county player, no yellow cards. Soon as, say, a Notts player makes a foul, it's a yellow card straight away.
Yeah.
And then they'll play on make a foul, but it's not a yellow card. We've seen it all season, and this is.
I also don't think the FA should be able to punish players after the game is done.
But for that to happen, the referee can't see it. Have seen it. None of the officials can see it, and also there has to be evidence. So where's this evidence come from? Because not seasons, right? You're on social media. I'm on social media. Harry's on social media. I haven't seen one video of that incident.
No, I haven't either. No.
So, where is the evidence?
And open and let them go at the end of the season.
That'll be up to the club. Jatta's got another year, hasn't
he? Yeah, another year. Yeah.
But is Jatta going to make himself unbuyable to English clubs? That's his second yellow card, second red card in 2 seasons. It's straight. Did you class it as a straight red as well?
Yeah.
It might, you know what I mean? It's like he's going to say, well, he's got an attitude problem, and a lot of clubs don't want players with attitude problems.
I'm sure there's lots of players out across every division with attitude problems because of the referees not being consistent enough. So surely it's not the players; it must be the referees.
I thought Jata's contract runs out in January. Not January, is it? It's isn't it June next year, 27?
Yeah,
Did they activate an extra year or something on it?
Yeah,
I'm not quite sure. I know. Ollie, Cerula, McDonald, Platt, Bennett, and Maz are out of contract this year. May have missed a few. Missed one or two off that.
Yeah. Is McDonald out of contract as well?
Yeah, McDonald's out of contract.
Have Salford created an AI video and sent to the FA? I wouldn't put it past them.
That's a nervous. I don't know.
That's a good point. That is.
All I know is the way social media works, and streaming and all this sort and stuff over, is if there's footage of something, it's going to be out there, and it's going to be out there pretty fast. It's going to be all out over the place. Yeah.
If someone's filming it, it's going to be out there fast.
Did we have a look at? We didn't even have a look at the results, did we? The other games. I mean, even though we lost, most of the things went quite well for us. Aki beat Crew 2-0. Barnet but Bromley 2-2. Bristol Rovers beat Fleetwood. Chesterfield beat Cheltenham. Oldham beat Colchester. Harrogate beat Grimsby Town. That was a shock win.
Was it really though? Was it?
MK Dons haven't won in the last 3 games. 0-0 with Barrow. Newport lost to Crawley Town. We lost to Salford. Shrewsbury beat Tranmere. They're in trouble.
Yeah, they are.
Walsall and Gillingham 2-2. And this is how the table stacks up. Let's see if I can make it a bit bigger. How did I do this last time like that? Move us down there a minute. It's tight at the bottom. You got, 3 points between the 24th and 21st. You could go all the way up to what? So even Shrewsbury Town aren't safe yet. They're not safe.
Say Gillingham's safe, aren't they, really? 46.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Isn't Badu out of contract in January 27? Didn't Badu join in the... Didn't he join in the July? In like pre-season, so it would have been like June 27.
I can't remember,
Yeah, I can't remember that. But we've got another good referee. We've got the same referee tomorrow.
Yeah.
He signed when we got Platt, so that was in the summer, weren't it? So it would be in the June.
Yeah. We've got Edward Duckworth, haven't we?
Crazy how we could beat Newport and we could be 4 off the top. It is crazy.
It is, yeah.
So this is a referee. What's his name? I forgot his referee. The name of the referee, Aaron.
Is it Edward Duckworth? I think it is.
That's it. We had him. Which game did Bristol Rovers? He sent Tyrese.
Bristol Rovers, yeah, sent Tyrese all off. Yeah.
So, in this season stats, it can't be, can it? Yeah, it can.
Yeah, it is because he's had 15 in League One, which
53 yellow cards, and then 1 second yellow.
You got 39 yellow cards and 10 appearances in League 2 there, 1 second yellow, 3 reds, 1 penalty. And one of the red cards was in our game.
So he's what? 4 cards a game in League 2?
I mean, 34 appearances this year. He's got 133 yellow cards to his name. It's crazy.
Jeez,
another ref that will waive his cards.
So it's the same referee who sent Tyrese all off at Bristol Rovers.
Which we should have had a free kick before that.
We should have. But they don't always give them, do they? I mean, there's an interesting... I can't remember on both our videos. I think we both got it. Is it Pender pulls one of their players' shirts and he goes down just outside the box and the referee just lets it go?
Yeah. There will be I think they could be a red card tomorrow.
You know what I do? I think the
I
way,
could see it.
and you wonder where this there's like before going through all the season, no second yellows. You could always trust Platt and Badou. Scott Robinson on a yellow until Bromley. You could trust him all the way through a big game. Platt, Badou, McDonald, you could trust him. You say, like even through last season, if they got a yellow early in the game, Platt's had yellows early in the game and lasted the whole game out. Badou's had, I think even Macari as well. And you knew that. And now, when you get a player on a yellow card, you're like, we need to take him off.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we both said we need to take Noban off against Oldham, didn't we, at half time?
We could do recycling Ryle Reynolds from Kidderminster. But where's Inchy as well? Where's Inchy gone?
Yeah.
Inchy's out on loan as well.
Yeah.
And do you know what, though? Luke Brownie, right, was this future product, but he's played more minutes than Bex Ray and Nora, right? And Bex Ray was supposed to be, as fans, we was excited. Oh, we're going to see him. He's got all this pace and everything.
Yeah.
And Luke Brownie's played more minutes than him. Tangan's played more minutes than him.
It's like Luke Brownie was supposed to be for the future, and Euro was supposed to be for the now, which means he should have been playing more minutes, but it's the other way around.
Can't worry, because he went out in the summer. Inchy came back because he played in...
He came back in thingy. He was on the bench at Shrewsbury, and he actually played.
Didn't he play in the FA Cup game?
Yeah.
Bracknell, in it? That one?
Yeah.
Didn't he come on or play in that one? Inchy?
Yeah.
So then, with Bex Ray, we see him in the Grimsby game and coming on late in a game.
That was the wrong game.
And we was down to 10 men. But I don't think Bex Ray is a wing back. I think he's more like somebody you leave up top and then you bang a ball down to him.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It just feels like it's going to end the same way Jarvis has ended. It feels like it's going to end bad at the moment with Anoru. I mean, I don't know. Like on Saturday, he's like I thought if he was going to go two up top, he would have gone on Love and Jatta together.
Jessa, yeah.
Not the
lazy Dennis.
X-ray is ST. That's been converted into a winger. Yeah, but on the club, he's a striker. He was a winger at Tamworth.
Yeah.
He was a winger at Tamworth. We have pace, but do we have the talent Martin is looking for at this stage of the season? That's another question, Debo. Do we have the quality and the talent and the ability and the mentality?
We have enough, yeah.
And what's that defeat going to do mentally to the players?
Yeah.
On Friday, are they going to react tomorrow? All the rest of the season, when we've had a defeat, they bounce back. You've got that bounce back ability.
How long that's going to last for, though? That's another thing.
It sounds silly, but I think the brothers ain't prepared for the league. I think when they have broken even, they'll go for it in 2 seasons from now. Who knows? Who knows what they're thinking? Who knows? Does Patterson lose his job as well? I like Patterson as a manager.
I do.
I think if Maynard was properly supported in the transfer windows, in the January transfer window, and given better quality players, even though we had some good quality, added to them good quality players we had to make it through last season, I think we would have got promoted last year.
Yeah. I think if we had Patterson last year, we would have got promoted as well.
But the thing is, we're biding time, though, not seasons, right? How long? I mean, I'm an old Notts County fan. And I've seen this biding for time, and then fans get bored and fans lose interest. When you hear the same rhetoric over and over and over again, like it was under the Football Trust that it was the Great Escape virtually every year. Fans lose interest. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because they already know what's going to happen in the rest of the
Pato
season,
is 1,000 times better managed than Maynard was. I agree. I think for Maynard to come to Notts, he had to come like years down the line, not now, not last year when he came. Maynard was sacked as an excuse with this new management system, but he wasn't supported in that January when his number 2 and 3 went, didn't they? When they went. So he wasn't supported by bringing anybody in. They moved Alves up to be his number 2. So that's the other thing with it. Was the transfer window that good after all?
Yeah.
That's another question. Yeah. Was January that good, or did the signing of Bexray just make it look good? And Belshaw. It's not Belshaw. Yeah. Belshaw's been quality.
Yeah.
Because like I said, like by half time, we could have been 4 down in that game. Some of them saves was...
My head would have been more lost.
But he kept us in that game.
Yeah.
On Saturday. He didn't deserve to be on the losing side.
No. And to be honest, their goalkeeper weren't that great.
But did we do enough in that game? And I say this because in the first half, did we really take that game to them? They was passing the ball in, moving it around and everything else. They had a game plan.
Yeah.
They sort of like stick to it. Now, under Luke Williams, you say under Maynard, we had this game plan. We passed it around and everything else. So now we have this sort of like a different sort of plan. I haven't worked out what it is yet.
No.
And it's different. Is that the reason we didn't win? Agree, I was disappointed in January. That's the thing. What is our playing style anymore? What is it? It seems to be different. Yeah. If the players are struggling, we seem to go back. They go back to the way they played under Williams and, well, the older players who are still in the squad, and under Maynard, where it's passing it around and we just keep trying the same thing. We don't try anything different. It's like it was windy at Salford on Good Friday, and we're kicking the ball high up in the air when it's really, really windy. You play the ball on the ground most of the time when you're struggling with the conditions.
And but the condition, I don't get Patterson because he said he blamed the weather, didn't he, in his interview? It's like, but the weather was there for both sides.
Yeah, the weather was there both sides.
And Salford played really well despite the conditions. So why can't we?
I don't even think you could say, well, the pitch was that bad. I didn't think the pitch was that bad. And if they can pass the ball easy to each other, how is it bad for your players? You see, both sets of players are playing on the same pitch.
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
that's just, it just frustrates me when that happens like that. I don't know why I press that button there. It just frustrates me, and it's like you don't want to be disappointed, but you think we get 3 points tomorrow, depending on other results, we could be
second, couldn't we?
You could go third. I don't know whether it's going to be like.
We could go second though, couldn't we?
If MK Dons failed to win, we go above them. If Cambridge failed to win, we go above them.
It's just crazy.
You know what I mean? It's, but we're not doing ourselves any favors at all.
No.
Silly little things. I know Jack will be frustrated. I'm being fouled. I'll give him a cheeky one or whatever. I don't know. I ain't seen it. Can't comment on it. But is it? I mean, because you'd want, as a player, as a football player, you want to get promoted because you've got a pay rise coming.
Yeah.
This 20-25% pay rise, you know what I mean? You go up, promotion bonus and all that lot. I just don't get the mentality in it.
No,
we're in a good position. I mean, usually fans overreact after a defeat. I did think like Tyrese Hall got a lot of the blame, and I don't think that was fair.
No,
personally, in my opinion.
We all know who I blamed it on.
Well, I don't know. Do you want me to say who you blamed it on?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Well, you blamed Patterson, didn't you, for his subs and stuff?
Yeah. And played defensive in the second half, which I don't get why would you do that, because it seemed like he was holding out for a 0-0 draw throughout the whole game.
I think we was more defensive once we took Jatter off, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I think...
But I don't blame any of those players on the pitch. I just blame Patton.
But then would we... If Jatter had got sent off, say the linesman or the referee had seen that then, in normal time at the game, and he got sent off, would we be reacting in the same way about the game? Because we'll probably have lost a couple of goals or whatever, or we might even got a point out of it. You never know.
Well, yeah, you never know.
Would we be moaning? Would we have the same feeling about the game?
Yeah.
Or about Jatter's suspension, because it was done there and then.
And also, it would have been It would have been a 2-game ban, not a 3.
No, it would have been a 3 still. Violent conduct's always 3.
No, yeah.
It's only 2 yellow. Yeah, that's only a 1. Unless you've had a red card from it for a second time, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
So that's the thing. Does it? What am I doing? Losing my marbles. Oh, that's it. Thought that Jatter should have stayed. I don't know if I'm reading that wrong. Also great in defence.
Thought that Jatter should have stayed on. He's also great.
Yeah, he's good in defence, and that's the thing. You take somebody who wins a lot of headers in the box off. Who's going to win them?
Yeah,
and you haven't got the eye to Platt.
No,
I think like Platt's our tallest defender, isn't he?
I mean, Iapenda's quite tall, though, isn't he?
Yeah, but my thing is about. I think we have too many cooks. That's saying too many cooks spoil the broth. When we're defending a corner, I feel like we've got too many people in the box.
Yeah, behind the ball. Yeah.
Jatter is an asset. I just think we've got too many people there.
Yeah.
There's too many people there. And you look at some goals, what we concede, and you're like, well, what's he doing? And what's that player doing?
Yeah,
they're not marking anybody.
I mean, there's 2 players on that Ryan Graydon guy that scored the header on Friday.
Yeah.
2.
And he still managed to get a clean header in off the top of his head into the back of the net. But then if you're going to be subjective about the game, and if we go back and look at our goal again, just for subjectivity, I think it's this clip. I would go all the way. If we go here, want to be subjective, just I'll try. I'm going to have to pause it on her. But there's that little knock.
Yeah.
I think I don't know whether it looks worse. There's a little knock coming up. A little barge. Now, to be honest, some referees would have given that as a free kick to the goalkeeper. Now, my opinion, he went into, I can't even see who it is on the line, near the
end of the ring.
I think he was manufacturing that contact, and I think that's how the referee looked at it. You know,
the liner could have gave it as well, though.
Yeah,
I think he could have had a better angle of it.
But Unlover's got his arm out. He's definitely got his arm out.
Yeah.
The goalkeeper moves into him. You know what I mean? I can't slow it down because I ain't got speed control for it. But he moves into him, and he bounces off him. You know what I mean? So you could argue we was fortunate to get that goal.
Yeah. Annoying as it is, but the wind helps the ball into the net.
Annoying it is. Yeah, it is, isn't it? What are them things? It's football, these things happen. And just think at Warsaw. How happy was we at Warsaw?
Oh, I know. I was over the moon.
We needed...
I mean, I didn't expect
the second goal.
I didn't expect we was going to win that game until the substitutions came on.
No, but you know how that's a really good feeling when you win it late in a game, right?
Yeah.
But the opposite way round, it's not very nice. It's not nice. I don't. Salford played the better over the 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Notts defended well, and I sort of think that was a game plan all along. Just either get a point,
just defend, yeah,
or nick a one goal.
yeah.
Now, like you look at the Tyrese Hall miss, right? And if we're going to be subjective over a season, then Dennis has missed an handful of them.
Yeah, even Jata's probably missed some crucial moments as well, hasn't he? So
The second goal, you mean? I agree with Debbie. Let's have a look at the second goal again, though, because it's about to come up. I've got to move us there so we can see it. We'll skip past that.
Of the celebration.
I mean, we absolutely knew as soon as it went out for a corner. If you was at the game, you just knew there was going to score from that corner.
You had that feeling.
I mean, I think we're claiming. There's somebody shouted handball. I don't know who it was. It might have been Arrow. It might have been Arrow. I'm not going to throw him under the bus, but it might have been. But like my lad says on the other thingy, Tyrese Hall looks a hell of a lot closer than he does from the other angle, the TV camera angle. But we clear it. But you look how many players you got. Tyrese Hall there, right? And I just move the thing. Tyrese Hall's there. They've got 1, 2. The player is about to kick the ball. You got the player behind just after the outside 18-yard box. Yeah. They've got 3 players running out. Most of our players, you've got Iapenda there. Iapenda's there. You've got Belshaw there. There's 2 Notts players that side. Look, if you look at the balance of players in there, it looks like we've got less players in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like we instead of like going to close something down, we wait for him to do something with the ball.
I mean, could have Tyrese Hall went in sliding to try and clear that ball?
But I just feel like some of the time we'll ball watch him rather than like trying to stop.
I think I say it every week.
And then you get the shot, which he gets a bounce. It gets a bounce and it goes into the back of the net because he hits it into the ground. But because I said to my lad, it's very hard to do it on here. But if you look at this, their player's got his hand out there. If you see it, I was on about this to you. You've got to really slow it down, right? But does it catch his hand? Because his hand sort of like moves at a really fast handle when it goes past him. Belshaw viewers block, which that don't help it down. But you've got that crowd of players in front of him.
Yeah.
I mean, you got somebody, I don't know whether they tried to, I don't know who that Notts player is there, but it looks like he's doing, is it Badu?
No,
it's not Badu. He's like doing he's like, I don't know, he's being pulled all over the place.
Could have been Macari, Ness. No.
Looks like Ness, actually.
No, Ness, yeah.
Yeah, it's Nest.
Because you have
what is that movement there? Looks funny. Is he jumping?
Both of his feet are off the ground.
Yeah, I don't know what is happening there. Just don't know. I mean, Bennett's there. We seem to have a lot of players, but they're not actually doing it in the box. But I do agree with you, JJ. Aviation. I'll play it at normal speed.
You play it at normal speed.
I mean, it's just figure George Grant there. You know what I mean?
I know. There's actually a Salford player in the stands.
I don't know. We've just got to move on from it. 3 points tomorrow. We'll move on. We'll forget. Everything could be rosy in the Notts County kitchen. And that.
Yeah.
But I just think we watch the ball. We just ball watch a lot of the time, rather than go to close balls down or close the man down. It's frustrating. Do you want to do the scores?
I thought, yeah.
We do our predictions.
I didn't even know if I was doing that or not.
Yeah, let's do it. Oh no, before we do that, we'll do our predicted line. Obviously, these was done before the news of like Jata.
Yeah.
Wrecking most people's Sunday lunch, Sunday dinner. When people have dinner at different times.
Yeah.
So I think this one is yours, Ara. You went for Belshaw, and then Makara, Nest, Badu, and then Maz, and then Palmer, Ole, Bennett, and then Tyree Saul. Obviously not Jack now. So you're putting Dennis there?
Well, the thing is, it's like, because I've got it on my phone. Let me see what the last one that I did. Where are we going? There. Because obviously, when I changed it, thingy, it's like I'd put Dennis in the middle of them two, and then put one back where Tyree Saul is, and then obviously I'll take out Tyree Saul and put Iapenda and Connor Grant.
Interesting. I'll show you mine. So I've just got to take Jack right, and who do I put there? You know what?
Dennis.
I'll put Bexbury there. In that.
I mean, you haven't gone with Iapenda either, have you?
No. I've gone for resting players. I've gone for a bit of rest. And I think, I've gone for a bit of rest. I mean, obviously, I have Pender on the bench, but I've gone for a bit of rest, give him a bit of rest. He's played some minutes this season. They've got Belshaw.
What would you call that formation anyway? A free...
On Dennis. Yeah, but then who are you going to bring on then? Who are you going to bring on?
Yeah,
obviously, how many games in a row now Bexbury's been on the bench but haven't been used?
A lot.
The last two, at least, he's been on the bench and haven't been used. He weren't used on Saturday.
No.
On Dennis on top. I don't know. I think Dennis needs a break.
Yeah, he's lazy.
And not a card. On his day, this is another thing. When was the last time he had a shot from outside the box?
Okay, nons.
Because you don't shoot from outside the box no more.
No.
Do you know what I mean? It's just like, I don't want to say, is his attitude off? Is he?
His attitude's off, and he's lazy.
He's not. No, we're not going having this debate about Jata being lazy. He's not lazy.
No. Dennis being lazy, not Jata.
But Dennis ain't lazy. He conserves his energy.
Oh my!
No, he conserves his energy.
Which is being lazy.
No, it's not. Conserving energy. Conserving energy is knowing.
Dear.
So then, right, Bexray. Patterson said about Bexray, right, at Crawley, that he burnt himself out. He was paddling water, right? He overexerted himself, right? Patto's own words, right?
Yeah.
So, Dennis, right, is pacing himself. Right, he's conserving his energy.
For what? Just
for
to
that
come up.
one moment. For one
Just
moment, or them 2 moments in a game when you need to use it. When you need to use it, you don't. He's not lazy. He's conserving his energy for the right time.
No.
Or he's going to be paddling water like thingy was, upping and puffing and like can't run no more like Bexray was.
He's lazy. He's got an attitude problem. I don't like him.
Wow. I don't know what to say. So then we've got Bennett. They've got obviously Palmer, Ollie back in the squad until he gets a yellow card and then take him off.
I don't like him either.
Maynard. They've got Connor Grant.
You got Maynard in there.
Maz, I got Maz in there. Come on, you forgive me now. Connor Grant, and they got Love. And then instead of Jata, I'd go Bexray. Just because it's Newport. It's Newport. I'm not being disrespectful.
Wow.
But it's Newport. JJ Aviation says.
I won't put it against him, but I could see him beating us tomorrow.
I would say Dennis could try harder, wherever Jata is more pacey, physical. Jata's more of a physical. more. He's got more of a stature, hasn't he? And this season, he's been better towards the latter end of the season. He's been better at holding the ball up.
Yeah.
And his first touch, because that's what earlier in the season, some of that was questionable. I would say that's got better.
Even last season.
One love on top, Dennis on the bench. Most defo play, Tom Hard play. Yeah, but you've got to give some players a rest. You've got to give some players a rest.
Yeah.
And Newport, if you think you put Iapender on the bench, you bring Ollie in. And if he gets booked, a big if, well, not an if, when he gets booked,
when.
when he gets booked, you bring Iapender on.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? Because Iapender's probably, if you look at the minutes, Iapender's got to up there.
Be up there,
Are the top ones for minutes this season.
Yeah.
I can't remember him being injured.
Jack is probably not up there.
They could sub-top. They sub-top. Yeah, but then what do you do if you sub-top and bring Norbon on 30 seconds? He gets a yellow card.
That's a yellow card. Yeah.
First thing he does, he gets a yellow card. Then you're gonna be. I'm gonna have to be taking like I don't know something to calm my blood pressure down because every time he goes into a challenge, you're gonna think it's another yellow.
Yeah.
That'd be dramatic now, but
yeah.
I just think Tom's 20. He's young.
Yeah.
And he's had a lot of responsibility on his shoulders this season, which he's coped with very, very well. He put some of the older players in our team to shame. Got to say.
Yeah.
He really does. But I think sometimes they just need a little bit of a break.
Rest. Yeah.
45 minutes or whatever, bring him on in the second half. I mean, can you trust Ollie to get through 45 minutes without a second yellow if he picks up a first yellow? I don't know. I mean, you could start him. He could get booked in 2 minutes and you're thinking, oh, well, we'll get him off next time there's a corner or something.
Yeah.
But you got to have trust in him. I mean, before that Chesterfield game, you could excuse him throwing the boot.
It was in his
Then there was the Oldham situation of like, now you're thinking, well, he's got that experience. And that's what you need in a team, experience and everything else. And that age and maturity to carry your youngsters and the rest of the team on.
Yeah.
But then you're questioning it because of the silly decisions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right, we was doing score predictions, weren't we?
I know.
So Barrow against Chesterfield. I know you don't like Chesterfield, Harry. I'll let you go first this time because I always go first. You read them out.
I think I predicted bloody Chesterfield to win last week, didn't I?
Yeah. Right, you read them out and you go first, and I'll do mine after.
I'd say 1-0 Barrow.
Oh, I'm going 1-1 draw.
Cheltenham Town versus Cambridge United. I'm going to go 2-1 Cheltenham.
I'm going 0-0.
Crawley Town versus Grimsby Town. The battle of the towns, but I think Crawley will come out on top. 2-1.
I'm going 1-0 Grimsby.
Crewe Alexandria versus Salford City. I'm going to go 2-1 Crewe, and they're going to score 90 plus 6. Nothing salty against Salford at all.
I'm going 3-0 Crewe. Just on the thingy that every team who would beat us have lost the next game.
The next game, yeah. Fleetwood Town versus Barnet. I'm going to go 1-1.
Fleetwood are good at home. I'm going 2-1 Fleetwood.
Gillingham versus Accrington Stanley. I'm going to go 2-1 Gillingham.
I'm going 2-2.
Harrogate versus Bristol Rovers.
Oh, you want me to go?
Oh, no. I'm going to go... I don't know. Say 1-0 Harrogate.
Bristol Rovers picked up form. Harrogate picking up. I'm going to go 2-0 Harrogate.
Oldham versus MP Lons. I'm going to go with another 3-1 win to Oldham.
You know what? I think Oldham will beat them, but I just think it'd be a 1-0 game. Maybe 93rd minute winner.
Swindon versus Warsaw. I'm going to go 2-1 to Warsaw.
I'm going 2-2. Swindon Town 2, Warsaw 2.
And then Tranmere versus Colchester. And I'm going to go with a 1-0 win to Tranmere.
Interesting. I'm going to go 1-1 draw.
And then save the best game to last, hopefully. Notts County versus Newport. Mark, you can go first on this one.
Oh, I'll go first. I'm going to say, even though, right, we feel like we're up against it, the FA don't like us, the referee don't like us.
The Lions
I'm going to go for 5-1 to Notts.
Wow.
5-1 to Notts, right? Here's what I'm thinking. Unlove hat-trick. Dennis
to score.
Yeah, never. Dennis to score. Dennis to score. Jody comes off the bench. I've got the strong feeling he's going to be on the bench tomorrow. Jody comes off the bench, scores a penalty.
The only way Dennis is going to score is a bloody topping.
That is not very nice. JJ Aviation goes 4-0 victory Notts. Debbie says 3-1.
You know what? I'm going to agree with JJ. I'm going to say 4-0 Notts.
Do we think Jody's going to be on there tomorrow? I know, like Friday.
I think he's going to be on the bench. Penda's going to be on the bench.
Yeah,
Dennis is going to be on the bench, and hopefully he stays there for the whole 90 minutes.
I mean, what's more important? You would think, even if he put, say, Penda on the bench, start him in the second half, gave him a bit of a rest. You go again on Saturday. Don't you want to try and keep your best players on the pitch?
Yeah.
Don't you play your strongest one on the Cambridge one's been? It was difficult as it is, Cambridge, but from being like this difficult, maybe about that sort of level. Now the difficulty is we're here down here. Yeah. Cambridge are up there. The levels just got hell of a lot higher. But then didn't we think like when we went to Aki and we had like no strikers, but we ended up winning?
Yeah, we thought that was difficult. Yeah, we won 4-0, didn't we? So.
We was all like, oh, we're not confident about this game, but then we go and win. And then Chesterfield go with a squad full of like strikers and a stronger team on that Saturday, only win 1-0, but we are there on the Tuesday night and we win 4-0. So are we just like seeing doomsday?
Yeah.
Too soon? Are we just thinking we're writing ourselves off?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are the fans going into this self-destruct mode where it's doomsday already? Great show, guys. Gotta go now. Come on, you pies. Tomorrow is ours. Yeah, I think tomorrow is ours. And I think when we come back on Wednesday...
You know what, though? I think it could be a Tranmere game where we win 5-0.
Could be. I think we still concede. I think we will concede one. I think it's 5-1.
Nah, I think Bell should keep a clean sheet. He deserves it after this Friday.
I think, when we're expected to win, we make it hard for ourselves.
Well, yeah, we do make it hard. But...
I think when we're up against it, sometimes we're better. And I think this Jetta thing, right, might be the thing what gets us promoted. Because you use it as ammunition. You know, like how they celebrated their winning goal.
Yeah.
Patterson is good at talking. Patterson's really good at like articulating his language and his way of thinking. Right. So he's going to say, you see how they celebrated that goal? You see now what's happened with the referee. And you take that and you put
it and use it. And
but not in a bad way.
Not in a bad way, like a feel of energy or whatever, what would you want to call it, and use it to get us over the line. Because between me and you and all the people watching, I do not want to be in League 2 next year again.
No, nor do I. I don't want to be. I can't do playoffs again. Natural for fans to be gloomy, but knowing Notts, they'll surprise us all. But Jesus, that's the thing, it being a Notts fan is not.
As Mark said, this Jetta thing could be a blessing in disguise. Yeah, it could be.
And he will have a break, and coming into them final 2 games.
He's going to go it and smash it and score loads of goals.
I mean, I think this league, the way it is, last game of the season
it's going to go to the
It's going to go to the last game.
It's going to go to the yeah.
At top and bottom, but I think Bristol Rovers will be safe when we play them. I think they'll be safe, and I think it's gonna be one of them nervy games. Steve Evans does well against us. I don't think we've ever beat him when he's been manager for an opposition team. I have to check that up. I've got that in my brain somewhere. That we've never beat him. Is he being a manager? Right, so I've got that stat in my brain. I don't. It's for old stat. And then I think it'd be a cagey game. Imagine you've got to win. You've got all these. You're in the ground. You've got
all these people.
You could have your phone on. You could have, say, I don't know. It could be Cambridge. It could be ND Dons take the lead, and whatever. Then somebody equalises, and then and we could. I just feel like this could be like our Bradford goal last season.
Yeah,
come down.
Yeah,
it could be 0-0. There's 5 minutes added on.
Because they were
Sarkovic, weren't it? It was Sarkovic.
But no, because Bradford would have gone up depending on the.
They played Fleetwood last game of the season. They played Fleetwood.
Yeah, they played Fleetwood, but I think Crewe were playing Walsall.
Yeah, Crewe was playing Walsall.
So I think they were kind of hoping Crewe.
Until they scored that goal, Walsall was up, weren't they? That game had finished. I think we could have something like that at Meadow Lane where we score, I don't know, maybe Ollie rifles one it in
the top bins.
No, or it's a deflection in the late on in the game. You know what I mean? When a few of the games have already finished. Or something like that. I just feel this season's going to be special in one way.
It's going to be our season.
It's already special. We've racked up a load of red cards this season.
Yeah,
not used to as a Notts fan.
No.
Well, what do you think, JJ Aviation? Do you think it could be like a last-minute winner takes us up?
I mean,
it's going to be really tight. When you look at the table.
I mean, Bromley said 85 points could do it, but I can't see it. I can't see it.
I mean, because I don't really want to do playoffs. I'd rather fall.
No.
Straight out
the playoffs.
Straight out, go just finish 8th or 9th or something. Then go playoffs. Because there's no worse feeling. I remember 96. Mark Stallard, never forgive you for that. Dad to the wire for sure. Never forgive Mark Stallard for that.
The heat is on.
In the old Wembley.
Yeah. And they went to sign for us the next season. The season after.
Yeah. I just never forgive him for that. But then he come and played for us and all was forgiven. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's forget it. I just don't like playoffs. I don't.
No.
I hate when it was against Chesterfield. No, not right. You got to play well. It's a one-off game.
It's good when you win. It's bad when you lose.
But in the difference, when you had the squad,
in
the National League, when we were playing Chesterfield, you knew we was going to have one chance and we'd take it.
Yeah.
And then, even in added time, and then the second half of added time starts, you know you can have that one opportunity, that one chance, and they'll take it.
Yeah.
You carried on believing. Would you feel the same with this current not squad? I don't know. know. Would you have the same confidence? I'm not sure.
I mean, if Jet are out, maybe Martin Patterson can come out with time and score a couple of goals up top.
But there's that other thing, isn't it? We're other teams in League 2. They've got more striking options.
Yeah, I mean, look at Salford's bench on Friday.
But that's another thing, and I've said it like a lot of times this season as well.
Down to the wire, for sure.
Is where you look at our starting 11. If all our starting 11 are fit, you got a good starting 11. But as soon as you get, it was good last year, same last year. But once you get from past the second goalkeeper and go down that line, that quality in that squad just vastly deteriorates.
Yeah.
And keeps dipping.
Yeah.
And that's the difference between us other teams.
Yeah.
But I do think if Patson was here last year, we would have got promoted with the squad. He would have got us promoted.
I think he would have managed McGoldrick a lot well differently.
Yeah. But we shall be back. When we're back, are we doing a special tomorrow night? We were going to do a rant tomorrow night. We've got to. 8 p.m. tomorrow night. We're back tomorrow night.
We could even do it. We could even do it after the game at the lane.
We might do one after. We might actually do one after the game.
Yeah, at the lane.
At Meadow Lane. So we're around Meadow Lane.
So come find us if you want to.
Yeah, come find us. We'll do one after the game tomorrow on YouTube.
Yeah.
It'll only be on YouTube. But come and find us. We're going to do one after. Probably. More than likely.
Yeah.
We'll do one after the game, a live reaction to the game. Depending on how it finishes and stuff.
Depending on how my head loss will be.
If we lose, there won't be one because Harry won't be there. He'll be gone.
I will be there. there. Yeah.
But we'll be back Wednesday for sure. Wednesday night.
Wednesday,
we'll be back for sure. 7 p.m.
Yeah,
Looking forward to the Cambridge game.
We're doing a special on Tuesday, aren't we?
Yeah, we're doing a special Tuesday night. We're doing a watch along for the Bromley Shrewsbury Town game at 7:45. That kicks off at 8.
Rail, Rotherham, Northampton next season if we still need to.
But we don't really want to be in League 2.
Yeah, but in League 1 though, next year it's going to be like, if we do go up, it's going to be Northern, like, not a local team.
Yeah, there's a lot of local Northern teams. We get that Mansfield derby back. I know we don't really want to go to Mansfield.
No.
I mean, who wants to go to Mansfield? Sorry if there's anybody, a county fan who lives in Mansfield. Sorry, but
yeah,
it's just personal opinion. I meant the ground. Yeah,
the best thing about it is the word out.
That is true. You've got like Doncaster, you've got Barnsley, you won't have Lincoln because they're going
Rotherham.
up.
Yeah, Lincoln.
Rotherham are going down.
You've got Bradford, that's pretty close.
Yeah, Bradford. You've got Bolton.
Burton.
If they don't go up, Burton. There's like loads of teams, more local. You've got Plymouth. I mean, that's miles away.
Yeah.
This is miles away.
Yeah.
Oh, you could have Leicester. You could have Leicester in there. Sheffield Wednesday.
Wimbledon. They're going to be.
Wimbledon. I'm never going to the Cherry Lane Stadium ever again. The Cherry Road Stadium.
That's one of their stewards though. He always celebrates with the away fans, don't he?
Yeah, I'm never going to that stadium again. It's just bad luck.
We never say never, but
I do. After last season, I went there twice last season and we lost both times. No, the team never got off the bus either time.
There's West Brom. You got West Brom too.
Yeah, if they go down, you may have Leicester if they go down as well.
Yeah, Sheffield Wednesday. You got Oxford United.
It's gonna be a crazy League One next season.
Yeah,
hopefully we can be a part of it.
Yeah,
but from now to the next 5 games, no red cards, please, not players. Any
if any listen to this.
But yeah, we've just got to go for it. Not fair everybody. Use what's happened to us as a players forward.
Yeah,
on that. But yeah, see you Wednesday night 7 o'clock for the Cambridge preview, and
Wednesday we'll bring the
Croatia fans.
They will do.
And then Tuesday night for the Bromley Shrewsbury Town watch along. We shall see you all then. And take care.
You boys.
Oh, what a goal! Everywhere we go. Curls across towards Get in!